their mom, yeah, so. And she said,
You guys are, PC now. I thought you used to be Apple. Morning.
morning, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Good.
It is the pleasure. Right. Yeah. I got one of those too.
Okay, so what's the Macintosh? So you guys are back. Interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
I also have it on my laptop.
Can you email it to?
I can. We were supposed to do this. Sorry. So,
Can you buy that?
Oh my God.
Ice cream.
No, I bake my brownie. It's your frosty, mix, whatever you want to do.
K,
I put it
capital
in the
W,
blender and blend it with
capital E, capital R.
frosty, and then you put it over your.
Lowercase r.
So I'm is.
Zero.
Yes, it is. such a
Lowercase
treat to have that
CKS.
ice cream. Yeah, I'm having two snacks for one, but it's all good.
That's it?
Like we did yesterday.
Sometimes the files are so big. And your email is LDEN.
DON at KW.
Sorry, without Charlie, I've been double duty here.
Charlie's doing what you guys?
No, he got a position with the VA in Martinsburg, but he really just couldn't pass up.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
He still does some things for us.
right.
In the back row.
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, I mean, it was, he just couldn't pass it up. And I couldn't. So we're looking for someone.
Throwing pins at me.
You're fine, I will share it. Try to write on your foot. Huh? I texted her today. I haven't heard.
I love your
I haven't
bag.
heard
I
back
need
yet.
to find something. This one gets on my nerves with the candles.
That is so nice.
I need to find a big square.
What's
one.
happening?
Hey, Lenny, how you doing?
I'm all right.
I'll kind of get your trash and stuff in a little bit.
Having trouble.
Recording in progress.
Have to
Hello to all my Zoom participants. We're going to start. Hey, Stacy, we're going to start just in a second here. Thank you for joining us. Hey, Jenna. Hey, Brandy. There's Amanda, Alyssa.
That's why I got spring, summer.
I love it. Vanessa. I always feel like I'm doing romper room. I do. Right?
So thin crowd for lunch in here. You guys missing some lunch?
Well, half the people are in there.
Ah, that's
Half
true.
the people are still up there, right? Like. Just gotta get them here.
So challenges. What's everyone challenges?
Them daggone home inspectors, I'll tell you, they they're to kill that deal. I'll
Breaking the
tell you.
heart.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's right. The inspection. Oh, I'm.
No, come on now.
sorry,
speak
Leonard.
out.
I'm
No,
listening.
come
No,
on.
I'm
We had enough
listening.
challenges
I'm
already.
just kidding.
Yes,
I'm
I
just
know.
kidding.
So let's be serious.
We're
not,
It's a
but-
shame because a lot of the buyers are waiving inspections,
Yeah.
you know, just to get the deal.
So what are the challenges?
Getting an offer accepted with an inspection.
Yeah, okay. So is that the challenge, getting an offer accepted with an inspection?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's as is, they don't
Yeah,
care.
for information,
Yeah.
I've specified
Because
for
a lot
our
of times they'll just
individual
walk,
movement.
sometimes they'll walk anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you do to get a contract accepted? Like, there's a strategy, right? There's gotta be a strategy. There always is.
Trying to get it in early, but they're still holding the offers.
So get it in early. What
It
else?
doesn't matter, like 3 to 4 days, you know.
Don't matter.
Because they're waiting, right? They're gonna say, hey, we're accepting all offers
Well,
until this date,
yeah.
and then.
Recording in progress.
So what do you do then? I mean, I've heard strategies out there from other agents.
I got mine.
Anything? Mary, you're the Krista, she can maybe answer the question. What do you do? What do you do differently? You gotta pivot in these markets, right? We have to pivot, right? You're constantly like you're going full steam ahead in one direction, and then all of a sudden everything changes, and you gotta make changes to get business and make it happen. So what are people doing to get their contracts accepted? Krista?
You have to have communication,
Okay.
good
we'll get it somewhere.
communication with the listing agent,
Uh-huh.
right, Mary?
Right, you do.
Okay, there you go. Now we're getting
Have the
somewhere.
conversation.
So what's the conversation?
Mary, what's the conversation?
You're gonna love working with our team. We're amazing.
Uh-huh.
Like literally, we want to deal with her on a townhome. 265, my price shouldn't take it been closed yet. We beat a $280,000 offer out.
And what was your offer? 265. Okay, so the seller gave up
We didn't-
$15,000.
You know, we didn't do the inspection.
Okay,
We did an appraisal gap.
Yeah.
Of I think what 4,500 or something.
and
like
how many
that.
contracts were there? It was like
10.
9,
10,
10.
9 or 10.
Okay, which is pretty typical, right? It's kind of an average.
And I
number
just
right now.
called and had that relationship with that,
Uh-huh,
listing agent because we're working on another deal together and she loves working with our team. And I
great,
said, look, we'll make this happen,
great.
I mean, we waived the inspection, but I had them send me the report from before, which was only like a year old because she had only been in the house a year and a half.
Okay,
So we looked at that and thought everything was good.
so you had some identification of
something, yeah.
condition, at least to have some understanding.
Yeah,
of
and
that.
there was a little like leak or something, but that was coming from the boot up. So they agreed you can fix that right up front. They said, no worries, we're gonna take care of that. But
Yeah.
a lot of it is, I hate to say, it, but the buyers have to wait,
Yeah.
but the big thing is have those relationships with those agents.
Have your lenders call,
Yeah,
have your
have your
lenders
lender even
call.
call and say,
The
hey,
listing
well,
agent probably goes out.
well qualified
Tell
buyer,
them
yeah.
how qualified the buyer is, that they're, kind of guarantee this will run smoothly, appraisal will be ordered immediately, kind of give them that.
Or the
warm and-
inspection can be done the next day,
Okay,
Yeah, shorten the amount of.
shorten everything.
Inspection timeframe.
okay. So we got call the listing agent, communicate with them, so you're in
Suck up.
communication with them, suck up, fair enough, whatever it is, right? Let 'em-
I
give 'em
have more to
confidence,
say.
right? They're-
Richard.
What's that, Stacy?
I concur with everything that they said. And another thing I want to say, as a listing agent that primarily works with sellers, when
Yeah.
you're the buyer agent and you send me an incomplete contract, I will
Yeah.
send it back.
Yeah,
I cannot stand that because that to me tells me that you didn't do the documentation thoroughly and that was lazy. So always make sure you fill every single space in on that contract. And if you're not sure what to do, ask somebody at Keller Williams because we'll help you. But that is a pet peeve of mine. And another thing as a listing agent that I appreciate is sending over an offer synopsis or an offer overview of what your offer is. I also provide something for agents to fill out, basically telling me what their offer is and all the inspections and things like that. So I can look at it in a snapshot. And then of course I go through and review the contract to make sure that it's the same thing, but make things easier for that listing agent. Because when we're getting, 10 and 20 offers on properties, it gets crazy. And I can tell you, when I have the ones that are sloppy, it concerns me. And I express that to my seller because, you don't want to be sloppy in this business. This is a big, big deal for these people. So that's my advice on top of every single thing Mary and Krista said.
Yeah, awesome, because if you're sloppy in the beginning, how you do one thing is how you do everything, right?
exactly. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, if you're sloppy in the beginning, it's gonna be sloppy all the way through to closing. It's what's gonna happen in that situation. So thank you, Nate, Stacy, for chiming in on that, because you got a pretty experienced listing agent here, that's for sure. So we got communicate with the listing agent, have a synopsis of your offer there. Communicate with the lender to communicate with the listing agent to see that this person's gonna go through smoothly and so forth. And give people confidence that they're dealing with a professional, have a complete contract, and so forth. So these are nuggets, right? These are like gold nuggets in a market that has shifted dramatically and in order to get your offers accepted. So, yeah, hopefully you guys are taking notice of top agents in this respects, because 20% of the agents are doing 80% of the business, right?
Absolutely.
That's the way it goes down in any industry, in any business. For us, I hope it's the same. I hope we're doing 80% of the home inspections in the marketplace. Our capacity is about 50 a week. We're lucky to get 30 right now, so, but we're getting 30 anyway, is the reality of it. I would say for us, you're feeding 12 families if you're using us, just so you know, you guys. You can pick one inspector and feed one family. You want to feed 12 families, so you're feeding 12 families when you use us, so you can feel good. I'm looking for a clicker here, and maybe we have it maybe up here.
It's up there.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we have to.
No, that's it. I just used it this morning.
Did you?
Side button. Oh, you know what? She probably has to click. Hold on.
So I'll be quick, guys, because we brought lunch. It's always nice to see some people in here. I was talking to Adrian about, what else can we bring to you guys for value? Because it's all about value when we're coming in someplace. 203Ks, is that 203K presentation? Is that a value to anyone? Yeah, anyone do a
It is for
203K?
people that do 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, okay, well, it's just another tool in your tool belt, basically, right, is what it is in order to make a transaction. We're doing them. How many 203K consultations have we done in the last 30 days? 4, 5?
Really?
5, something like that, yeah, at least. So,
So they're
got one, we just finishing up on Prospect Street, $240,000 renovation of one of those big houses up there, 202 South Prospect. Got one in Stevens City, $160,000, we're just starting. Got another one on Prospect we just priced, which is a 4-unit. So 4-unit, can you do a 203K on a 4-unit?
As long as they're living, right?
As long as they're living in one of them, they sure can. This guy's trying to pull fast one, he's not.
Yeah.
Someone will catch up with them. I'm like, all right, well, whatever. Let's keep going,
Yeah,
but
right?
at the
Yeah.
same time, it's gonna flush out somewhere in the process. That's probably our most popular of it. We call that mortgage fraud too.
Yeah, right.
That's pretty serious.
It's pretty serious. Yeah, firemen too. Firemen from Northern Virginia. This is thinks he's out of check.
He's gonna lose his job.
I'm trying to do. What's that?
He's gonna lose his job.
That's good. Yeah. So most of you guys know who I am. We are a full service property inspection company. So I'm just gonna make a quick pitch here. I won't take too much of your time. So it's gotta be about benefits, always about benefits. Mary, when you go do a listing presentation, are you bringing some benefits to the table?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Because that's, because we're working for our clients, that's what we're doing. So in my business and what we do, you guys are our customer. The client is your client. So you're essentially, the way we look at it is you are lending us your client for about 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours. And our job is getting back to as good a condition as we possibly can. Sometimes that's challenging. We do a lot of commercial inspections. Got a couple going this week. Booked 2 this morning, yeah. So some of them are large, some of them are small, some of them are a doctor's office. It could be a whole variety of things. Something big like this, though, we're doing what's called a PCA, property condition assessment. And we're actually pricing out large components for replacement or repair. A roof. Got a building like this, could have $1 million roof on it. People want to know when I need to replace that and so forth. Last year, we shrunk a little bit, unfortunately, in business. We're up a little this year. It's good news. Not by much, but a little bit. Did 1,700 home inspections last year locally. So that's Washington County, Frederick County, generally speaking, but of course down into Berkeley County, West Virginia, and so forth. So like we're pivoting right now. Like what do we do if people aren't getting inspections? Well, I was out door hanging last week. Who's done some door hanging? Did you see the hands go, Mary and your
Oh, I've done it.
yeah, door hanging, right? So what were we door hanging for? Yes,
Inspection.
12-month warranty inspections on new builds. Get your list, hit the neighborhood, knock on doors, boom, boom, boom. How you doing? So a bunch of us did it, and it was fine. People, we didn't get kicked out of anywhere or anything like that. So, but it took too much time. We're gonna mail to them instead. But we mail to them. I have a campaign going to get that stuff. So, because do we know new builds that have issues?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, you do. So of course, we do all your environmental testing and so forth. One-stop shop is the concept. Pick up the phone, one call, right, Chris? Except the second.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna have a chimney back here very soon. Just-
Oh, yeah. I knew you had chimney and then it
It
disappeared.
disappeared. Well, our chimney guy fell off the roof.
Is he for
Yeah,
real?
broke his leg, broke his back.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
We have a chimney guy.
Demar.
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 great, Demar.
Okay.
Do you know who Demar is?
Yeah, I didn't want to switch the subject here to something negative, but unfortunately, John Potter, does anyone know John Potter? Yeah. He died yesterday. Sorry, he's a good friend of mine. So COVID is still real, unfortunately. Wayne Six, if anyone was at Wayne Six's presentation last week, do you know Wayne Six?
Yeah.
You know Wayne Six, right?
Yeah.
He is retiring at the end of this year.
Wow.
Someone's bought his business and so forth. He's a premier appraiser in the area. It's been around for 35 years. His prediction is we got a new wave coming through. We're gonna hold on tight. So we had one of our people, our wife was had the new variant of COVID last week. Has been vaccinated twice. He got COVID right behind it, vaccinated twice and boosted. So he's pretty sick. He's good now. So it's real. It's still here. So just be careful. It's starting to come out of my hole too. So anyway, water testing, mold testing. What's the advantage of being able to do a mold test on your home inspection? So what happens when someone finds a fungal-like growth or mold-like growth on a home inspection? What happens next?
What kind of mold it is?
Yeah, well,
Terminate
usually
the
transaction kind of screeches to a halt. You're used to using us, so you know, we're testing, so. So instead of the transaction screeching to a halt, someone goes home, says, oh my God, Dad, whatever, there's mold in the property. You gotta come here with me. It's so perfect.
So
Okay,
terminate
let's go back. Do you hear that? It's mold. We can't go for on anymore, you know? So the idea with testing right there, swab it, pull an air sample, send it to the lab. When do we get results? Most of the time. Sure you don't. Usually we're dependent on the mail service and so forth. So it comes back. So everybody, instead of going home and being upset, they're like, hey, don't worry, we tested for it. We'll find out tomorrow. So it just kind of calms everything down essentially. So mold testing is part of air quality testing, although we can do all kinds of air quality testing. Well flow testing, lenders didn't even know about this. FHA requires a well flow test. So it comes at the last minute usually. Hey, oh my God, they're freaking out. We need this. We jump out there, we get it done. Of course, your termite, we're destroying the site inspection. We do all this stuff in-house, by the way. Lead paint testing. I got a great presentation on lead paint testing. Who deals with rental properties in Washington, Maryland? Anyone? Yeah. Okay. So every time property built before 1978, every time turn over a tenant, what do you need to do?
A big thing.
Very
You can
simple
have it.
testing, that's twice. So we have what's called an XRF device. Go in the property. put it
Maury
on the
got to
wall.
see that.
I got to see it.
Yeah,
It's so cool.
Was that
With
cool?
our guy that did every inspection. and
Oh,
everything.
that guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
I mean, his bill was $2,000.
He was.
We covered you for,
Yeah. Oh,
for,
did you
right?
have to?
No,
Oh.
I'm saying, we.
Oh, you did. Yes, you did. I think you ordered everything you could order.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
We helped you that much.
You did. Thank you. We do appreciate that.
At least you got paid.
I think he walked away. Not only did he walk away, you
He was a
blocked his number.
Because you can't fix crazy.
You can't fix crazy.
You know why?
Occasionally have to do that.
You know why he walked away mainly? Why did
Yeah,
it
what was
mold? It was that air quality test. He's like, there's mold in the house, yet it said the inside was
Not elevated.
not elevated.
So all houses have mold.
That's what we
Mold
tried to
is
explain that to
everywhere.
him.
He's
The
like,
question
there's
is-
still mold.
What kind is it? And EPA's backed off of this, by the way. The EPA, go to their website, EPA mold, and they'll say, we are not coming. Period. Because there's too many variables with people and your immune system, types of mold, quantities of mold, it's just all across the board. So the baseline is we test outside, air quality, we test inside. Is it higher? Is it different types of mold? What is it? And we can always interpret those results for the client as well. So it's an interesting thing. But anyway, so house in Cumberland, we just did, and they did just about every inspection. It was an investment company with buying it, lawyers involved, all kinds of things. As a purchaser, they did every inspection on the book too. We found in this 1950s house mold on the exterior of the window. I'm sorry, lead on the exterior of the windows. That's it, nowhere else in the house. So how do we know that? XRF device, it's an X-ray device, put it on the wall, pull the trigger, it shoots through every layer of paint on the wall, tells you if there's lead-based paint there or not. So, you know, I'm testing the door, I'm testing the trim, I'm testing the wall, I'm testing the ceiling, I'm testing the floor, we're testing things, testing, a couple hundred samples. So in that case, let's say it's gonna be a rental property. Maryland has this rule, right, dust wipes. How do we get out of it? We see, okay, it's only on the windows. Replace the windows. Now there's no lead. We issue you a lead-free certificate. You're exempt from the program forever. Thank you.
It's a beautiful
Um,
thing.
it is
You have
beautiful.
it? I had both of mine done.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did we do it?
Forever.
It was before, that was a while. ago.
Yeah,
We just
yeah,
got our
yeah.
XRF device within the last year.
Yeah. this
What's
is
that little
years ago.
gun cost?
Thousands.
$20,000.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
So thank you, federal government, for EIDL money. Appreciate that. So saw that coming. It's like, all right, let's take advantage of it. We wanted to buy this thing for years. So we have a dedicated environmental technician that does all this different testing. So we get out there quickly and get stuff done. Some drone stuff. It's not that exciting unless you're into commercial things, and it's very exciting because we can map buildings and create 3D models. Thermal imaging, it's a thing. For Montgomery County, it's expected. If we're in Frederick County, maybe. Washington County, not so much. Do I like it? No, I don't personally, because I think it gives us false information sometimes. So we see something, is it an active roof leak or is it missing insulation? So in this case, it was a roof leak, but it can help us be a tool. 200K renovation consulting, yes, new siding, new roof. We converted the attic upstairs to living space, put a new stairway in. So 2 or 3, we have a nice 30-minute 200K presentation, go through the process. We go where you go. I know no one yet has taken a flight in the airplane. Hello. You can come up and take one anytime. Yeah, do you guys want, that'd be a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did on one day for team building. Dan took one of the planes. He took one of our instructions as an airstrip. What's that?
Damn, I got her
He's over that
I won't let him. I
situation.
won't let him.
So we did pumpkin throwing from the airplane. So basically, you know, put a big car trailer out there, toss pumpkins from
But
the
how many
airplane.
can he take up? He can take
Well, a
two.
different plane. Yeah, different plane. Different airplane.
Okay.
He's got a few.
Yeah.
So 36 years experience in residential construction, because what does it take to become a home inspector? 72-hour class, take a test. That's it. That's all it takes. So all our inspectors do 6 months of training and 200 inspections, which work going in the field. We do provide a 90-day structural mechanical warranty with our inspections, and we answer our phone. Basically, most of the time. This is Lori over here, by the way, who came with me today. She's our chief plant care coordinator. So she's on the front line answering the phone.
Oh, that's Lori.
Yeah,
Hi,
thank
Lori.
you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Now I have a face.
This is right. And she was looking forward to having a face as well. So E&O policy, Letty might like this. We do cover you under our E&O policy. So, meaning of something, we never had to engage it. But anyway. 584 5-star Google reviews as of today. This is 546. Common words are used. We recommend they're thorough, they're efficient, they're professional. And okay, tools. So this is the stuff that really benefits you guys. You don't use your dashboard. You text the office.
No, I go on to the actual website.
You go to
I
the
don't go
website.
through the agent dashboard to set it up. I just go to PoxMT.
Go on our website. Okay, so
And
it's
then
24/7. So you know, using the dashboard, you can find a time is the first thing that comes up.
Yeah, but I like to put it on the
Okay.
info.
Yep.
Then I have the price when I have the client on the phone.
Okay, got it. She's got her way of doing it, and there's no way I would even try to change that. She does it.
That's right.
Very good.
Smart.
But
Smart.
we do use the dashboard if I need to go back and look for an inspection that,
Oh,
yeah,
say
I
more.
mean, they're all in there.
Yes.
What?
Say more. I like it. No, please, no, I mean, I'm serious. Say more. You said you do use the
Yes,
dashboard.
the dashboard has all of your inspection reports.
Right,
So
chronologically stashed in
sometimes,
there.
like the termite doesn't come through all the time, and I text Lori like, "Hey, when am I getting that?" At first, I sometimes check the dashboard to see if it's in there, and it just hadn't come to me yet.
Yeah,
anyway.
guys hate doing those termite reports. It's just like one extra thing to do,
Yeah.
but yes, but thank you for Lori will get tested. So, right, so any report she's looking for, she can find like that, just right on the dashboard. So, that's what it looks like on your phone. We're always branding you, so it's important we have a current picture. Right here, it says, update my info. You can always update your own picture. Would come to Garrett County. Yeah, she'll go to Garrett County. Lana?
Okay,
Sure, why not?
there you go,
Yeah,
Lynn.
we'll go. We go where you go.
We
We'll see.
go, I like that.
Order inspections, view inspections. That's what Chris was talking about as far as viewing and inspection. And it's pretty simple. Let's see, I lost my.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. It's great.
There you
So that's kind of wonky here, but anyway, Monday shows up. If you have an iPhone, we send it to you, so you can't, it's not an app, we need to send it to you because it's a link into our system. So it's a web link on the iPhone, just hit the square with the arrow at the bottom and add to your home screen. And you got it, it adds to your home screen, it's gonna be your picture and so forth. I don't think you guys are using this, we talked about it a little bit, point and click. So on the dashboard, there's a
Yeah.
tab to create repair request.
Yeah.
You click on that and it opens a summary page of our report and actually allows you to, yeah, I want that, I want that, I want that, as repair, replace, or other. And there it is, and I'll try to see them there, repair request lists. And there's the inspections, click on the inspection, opens the summary page of the report, repair, replace, fund, or other. And then this is editable at this point. So if you don't like our wording, you can change it and so forth. And then there's a create, save it, creates a PDF, or you can cut and paste it into repair addendum. If you're creating a PDF, you just say on the repair addendum, see attached repair list.
See, nobody uses that, Richard, because nobody's asking for repairs anymore.
I know.
It's always as is.
That'll be the presentation in 60 days from now. There's a market shifts. Who's seen a market shift?
Oh, it's shifting.
Shifting, tell us more.
It's
Ryan.
shifting.
Shifty or shifty?
It's shifting.
Oh, yes.
Shifty
It
client.
is. I mean, it is, and it's gonna change dramatically and quickly.
Well, when we swing as hard as we do one way, the pendulum has to swing hard the other way. It's just the way nature is. So we talked about in-house office support. And so what is this? We help you contact your clients 12 to 18 times a year. How many times are we supposed to be contacting them?
36.
36 is the number, I believe. Yes. Some of you know my mother owns used to be my parents, my father passed away, unfortunately. On a Keller Williams franchise in Canada. So I'm very in tune with what's going on. So how do we do it? Co-branded maintenance and reminders. We buy a product called Home Binder for your client. We purchase it actually for them. It's electronic 3-ring binder for their home. And we feature you on monthly maintenance reminders. So yeah, we're here, but we prominently feature you here. And nothing is more exciting. I was in a KW office in Frederick 2 weeks ago, and agent in the back room. I just got a listing from your maintenance reminders that you send my client. They sold the house 5 years ago. So they weren't touching their client all the time. Nothing makes me happy when I hear that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and they got a call, and they said specifically, we called you because of those maintenance reminders that talks about property inspection sensitive. So we want to continually be offering something that helps you guys continue your business. If anyone's got any ideas on that, we're always open. So schedules maintenance reminders, contract information, organizes home projects, home inventory. And I think personally, if you sell someone a house, within 2 weeks of selling that house, you should be calling them on the phone and saying, hey, by the way, just want to check in. Did you get the home binder from Fox Mountain Property Inspections? It gives you something to talk about. And then from there, what are we asking them? Mary, what are we asking them after that?
Do you know?
TJ, I was gonna ask TJ, because I thought he'd be on it.
Good job, you got it.
There it is.
What is it? What are we asking them?
Yeah, I need a referral.
Yeah, do you know anyone who's buying or selling a house right now?
Yep.
That's right, exactly. So it
You
gives
are
you,
so awesome to work with. I'd love to work with more people like you.
oh, God, break my heart. Oh. Yeah, perfect. Write that down, TJ, that's good. That's good stuff right there. I would just park my chair outside their office over here and hang out during the day.
No, but that's true. You want to work with like-minded people. And if they
Yeah.
were awesome and nice to work with, you want to work with them. If they were butts,
then you just delete them.
Yeah,
You
that's
don't
right.
call
Yeah,
them
no,
and
it's a great
say,
idea. I
if
love
you were
that.
awesome to work with, I'd love to work with
Yeah.
more.
We feel the same way about
Can you
you
write
guys
that
as
down so I
agents,
get that?
right? We want to work with agents just like you.
Yeah.
It does. It's the same thing.
I love it. I love it. So this was our mission statement. It's just too long. It's just, it bores me, you know? We support residential and commercial property buyers and their agents making important decisions and tell the accurate story of the property, in a calm, professional demeanor, to gain clients' confidence and repeat business from our valued agents. I'm thinking vital information for important buying decisions.
Oh,
There you go.
I don't know, what do you think?
There you go.
Simple.
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys
that's
like it?
great.
Yeah. Vital information for important
Important
property
making decisions.
decisions.
yeah.
So other presentations, got new construction, home
Check
inspections,
that out.
ancillary environmental inspection testing, so interpretation of report results. Lead paint safety, 10 most common home defects, 203K renovation. These are all a bunch of ones we can do. These are all also 2-hour CE classes we put together.
Wow.
But I can abbreviate them for, you know, the purpose of the lunch and learn for you guys. You know, a lot of these stuff, you know, Kristen knows how to read these, so she's seen 100 of them. You know, but not everyone does. When these reports come through, I'm like, what is that?
There's still some I get confused about.
Sure, yeah.
And I
okay.
say Mary.
Okay.
And she says Richard.
And?
And you answer your phone.
Yeah, answer my- How about that? Answer my phone. Yep, that's right.
Always.
Yep, I do. Well, if you're calling, I'm definitely answering. So.
Yes.
I didn't know we answered the phone, right?
Yeah, most of the time I do. Did I call you right back?
If I remember correctly, I'm still waiting on.
Oh,
I don't ever have to make. Richard
You're
answers.
screening his calls.
no, absolutely not. I want to talk to him before his mind starts working, you know? No, we call people right back. I mean, someone calls our office, if they don't leave a message, we're still calling back.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you- Anyway, thank
That's
you very much.
We have-
Appreciate it.
We have 2 minutes left. Does anybody have any questions? Raise your hand, come off mute.
Hi, Brandy.
She might be on the phone.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. All right.
All good. Thank you,
Okay,
everyone.
good
We
deal.
appreciate you.
Thank
I always
you.
tell the
Appreciate
story
you.
of, you know, my parents, I used to, I grew up in Connecticut. My parents bought a condo in Vermont to go skiing in the wintertime. And they rented every other weekend and paid for itself. And we get in the car on Friday afternoon to ride up to Vermont, kids in the back, go to sleep, car, you know, what do you think? You wake it up 11 o'clock at night, where are we?
Driveway.
Still in the garage, because mom's writing real estate contracts. True story.
That's what I did before.
That's awesome.
So we appreciate how hard you work.
All right, KWPR agents who are here, please go grab lunch. If you would, maybe go out that way and just come in through this way. We're gonna go ahead and get started for our Zoom people, but I want you guys to have a chance to eat in case you have to get back to work or anything like that. Thank you, Krista.
Good job.
Follow the leader. Krista's leading the show. Uh-oh.
Sorry, I was a little wrong.
No, 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 no.
Just trying to do that.
You did great.
We'll bet you for it. Okay. That's it.
Just in case.
So how is our stress level in the office?
I think it depends on who you talk to.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yep. It's
Yeah.
funny because some offices I made like the stress. But the KWs in general are much lower. That's good education.
Because they know what they.
Yeah, that's what it is. We figured out how to
Or
negotiate.
Lori, like, you know, why are they in this market? Oh, man.
Well, they start honing their skill. Like if you just really-
Find some good stuff, Krista.
Yes.
Yes.
You brought some other things.
Oh, you love it.
I
This is great.
Oh, Lori, that
She's taking over. for-
mean, they're not talking to her head. so.
Oh, okay, well, we're listening. We're listening.
Charlie brought me those.
Oh, is that right? bro?
Remember we had to eat? He goes, I'm gonna have peanut butter on your desk before the end of the day.
Okay, peanut
He
butter. yeah.
sent me a picture. He totally had eggs all over my desk.
He did.
Yes, he did.
So we're looking for a new sales and marketing. Anyone knows anyone? Yes. I don't know.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Welcome to April team meeting. I have a cold. Yep, so I'm
Mary says she sounds like she's got.
I get the whole family's got it. My son shared it with all of us, so. Right? So please forgive me for sounding this way and for trying to stay away from you guys. All right, as we start every meeting, let's talk about what the KW mission is. Who would do me the favor of reading what our mission is?
We build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving.
Thank you, Michelle. Who can take care of the vision of Keller Williams?
To be the real estate company of choice for agents and their customers.
Thank you, Mary. Who wants to talk about our values?
Got family business.
Woo!
We don't think we can
Both sides of the room.
If you're gonna do it, that's the one to do. Who wants to talk about what our beliefs are? I'll start. Win-win or no deal.
Integrity, do the right thing.
Customers always come first.
Commitment in all things.
Communication, think first to understand.
Creativity, ideas before results.
Teamwork. Together, everyone, a D4. So go with me, teamwork.
Go, go.
Start with honesty.
Equity, opportunities for all.
Success. Results through people.
Woohoo! Love it. And our perspective, we want to be a technology company that provides the real estate platform that our agents, buyers, and sellers prefer. We think like a top producer, act like a trainer consultant, and we focus all of our activities on service, productivity, and profitability. All right, wonderful. Thank you guys for joining us today. Thank you for our Zoom participants taking time out of your day to join us as well. Thank you to Richard and Fox Mountain Properties for bringing us lunch and providing a good value. We sincerely appreciate it. Who wants to talk about a mission moment that they've had? Take that MVVP, picture a situation in your mind that you've run across the last couple weeks, and how did it play out in a real world way?
Well, I'm thinking that we have two properties of a parent and their daughter and son-in-law, and two separate properties that are being sold in order to purchase like a homestead property where they're all moved together. And attempting to coordinate all of the moves has really been a challenge. And I feel like we've kind of shown up in a way that teamwork is essential. And in that mix, the only non-team player, I think, was the seller of the homestead where everybody's going. But
Interesting.
yeah, so I think teamwork came into play in that instance for sure.
Here you go, Miller Group.
Right? Absolutely. Anybody else? not family business. Well, I know you guys are gonna be chatty on the next one, because you always are.
I love that.
Who wants to give some hugs and kisses? Let's share some gratitude.
Go ahead and give Shelley some because she's trying to get me in line.
You need the whole cup,
She'll take the
sister.
whole cup.
She's staying on me to try and get it done. So, and she's gonna be gone. and She gave me homework to do while she's gone.
Go, girl.
Oh my gosh, I love
That's
you.
awesome.
I'll throw something to Shelley too, because she, whenever I miss a call from an agent, I call them back and they're like, Shelley already handled it, it's fine. I already got Shelley, it's fine. So kudos to you, Shelley. Thank you for always covering my back.
Same here. I must have texted Shelley 4 times, just maybe today and yesterday alone. Thank you. And Melinda.
You can get all the way. All the way.
Oh, I gotta give some to Krista and Priscilla. I went to Texas for a little R&R, I should say. I needed a mental break. And they take care of everything. They take care of my clients so well when I'm gone, so I appreciate that.
And I just want to give kisses to everybody on my team. When I go away, it's the same thing. I usually take a vacation and I know I don't have to worry about anything because Lori takes care of my listing stuff. Priscilla is supposed to take care of everything else on the back end. Yeah. It's a wonderful thing. Yep.
What's gonna do with who am I missing? Heidi and Michelle.
So, yeah, Michelle and Heidi
and Michelle.
in the sky.
I'm trying to. Whoa. Anybody else?
I want to say thank you to everyone at Keller Williams for being so welcoming to me. And then specifically to Kate and Adrian, thank you so much for answering my millions of questions as I'm just starting out with Keller Williams. It's been super helpful.
You are most welcome, Jenna.
Well, it's easy for me to thank all of you for your commitments and hard work. And, especially Adrian and the staff for having us in and always being, you guys are one of our top offices and we're a relationship business. You are the best. The Mary Llewellyn team is our top team, that is true. But we appreciate you guys very much and how hard you work.
No, I mean, we're the best off.
You are the best office too, that's true. That is also true.
We are the best.
Clarification.
You guys are wonderful, thank you.
I think I really love this little gift too. I think like
She's so cute.
I think we should start incorporating some sort of
That is
sign
cute.
language
That
into
is
like
cute.
every presentation, you know? It can't hurt. I mean, it can't hurt. I don't know it. It's something I've always wanted to learn. but-
Maybe that's sacred sign language.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. it really is.
This is smart. All done. Milk.
All right. My grandson's gonna be all of it.
Hey, we have a ton of April birthdays. Kate and I were kind of like laughing yesterday. How did all these people get April birthdays? Like, what month did that have to happen?
November.
Is that what it is?
They were trying to keep
September's a
warm.
huge birthday month.
Yeah.
Because of New Year's.
Right.
Oh.
Christmas and New Year's.
That's what my daughter is.
I got the last room in the hospital when I gave my own.
Wow.
So
we have
That would have been, that would have to have been in July. right?
July, yeah, it was July.
July.
Nice.
Interesting.
July 4th celebration.
We have Sean Mara, he was in
Beach
yesterday.
vacation.
Yes.
Sean was in yesterday, we got to see him. Miss Karen, April, Kata, Lara, Lori, Dorothy, Kate, Carrie, Stacy, and Aisha. Holy cow, we have a lot of birthdays. So happy birthday to all of you. I hope you guys have a blessed year ahead of you. Worker anniversaries. Hey, Lenny.
Woo!
2012, Lenny decided to drink the Kool-Aid.
Thank
goodness.
Right? Amen. Thank goodness.
Marsha.
2015, we had Alexa. 2017, Miss Vanessa. Sean had a birthday and a work anniversary. And then Jared Morris has his first year anniversary with us. So happy anniversary to all of our wonderful agents. Speaking of wonderful agents, we have some new agents that we want to welcome. Top center, you'll see Aisha. She is licensed in Maryland. On the bottom left, we have Melissa. It says blue, but it's really good. Melissa Good, and she's Maryland licensed. And then we heard from Jenna just a little bit ago. Jenna joined us from Long and Foster. She is Maryland and West Virginia licensed, and may have a family connection somewhere in the office. I'll let them share that if they want to.
You are still my hero.
Hey, guess what's coming up? Red Day is coming. We're gonna watch a little video. I love this video. If you can't hear it, let me know.
Local realtors are taking a day off from selling homes.
Instead of closing on houses, agents will spend the day doing a service project.
The Williams from Keller Williams took part in a Red Day.
It stands for Renew, Energize, and Donate.
Trying to get out in the communities and donate our time to show the community that we are supporting them. Because that is part of our culture to give back.
More than 75 volunteers got involved. Today, volunteers gathered at VFW Post 97, cleaning up trash, help bathe, walk, and socialize the shelter dogs.
Employees served up burgers, benefit a number of area nonprofits. Agents from Lubbock will volunteer in the Salvation Army.
Red Day helps spruce up the Highland Park Church.
The group helped with indoor and outdoor projects for families left homeless.
This is our way to give back to the community that really has supported us through service.
Red Day. Red Day. Why do we choose March 12th as Red Day?
Those are their day.
Who's Mo?
Our culture.
The Velvet Hammer.
The Velvet Hammer. I love it. So every March 12th, or if it's on a weekend, we take, yeah. May. Sorry, May. Every May 12th. We do this in honor of Mo Anderson, who is the cultural icon of our company. And we have an amazing opportunity this year to partner with Camp Esri. How many of us have heard of Camp Esri? Woo! Yeah, we have, because it is near and dear to one of our agents, Brandy. We have agents in this office that every closing, they give to Camp Esri. Just like you can give to KW Cares, there are donations that we make every month to Camp Esri in the same manner. So what is this going to look like? First of all, if you scan that QR code, it'll take you right to the event page on Eventbrite where you can register. We basically need to know, can you serve? Can you help this day? We are going to be meeting at the Spring Mills Walmart around 8:30 that day. To get to the camp, you must have four-wheel drive. So if you don't, we will be carpooling, and Camp Esri will actually have vehicles there to bring us in case we don't have enough four-wheel drive vehicles to make it back on our own. They will have all the tools and everything we need. You're gonna just, maybe bring some yucky sneakers or some muck boots, and we are going to be water sealing decks and porches and pavilions. They are hoping to have a brand or a new to them greenhouse up that they'd like us to do some work inside, assuming they have the funding before that to get the greenhouse project up and running. Excuse me, Damon, who heads this facility, he's phenomenal. He has offered, how amazing is this? He's making us lunch. We're coming to serve there. Normally, we would take lunch to them. He said, nope, I got you guys covered. I'm providing lunch, drinks, all the things. And I also want your agents to experience a little bit of what the kids experience up here. So there'll be just a small team building exercise that he wants to do with us.
And this is not just for our agents. If you want to bring
Bring
your loved
your
ones,
family.
yeah, bring your families, bring your kids, whoever is willing to jump in there and help, guys, do it. This is an amazing event. and I promise you won't be disappointed.
My-
Your kids can get SSL hours that they need for school.
My kids don't need those up in Chambersburg, but my daughter was like, can I come? I'm like, absolutely. Like, I will totally write you a note for school to get you out if you want to go. Like, that's really cool. So yes, you can bring your family members, your friends, whomever, and it's just going to be an amazing day of getting out, getting back to the community and serving an organization that is just doing really amazing things for children who are at risk and have come from human trafficking. Any questions on this? May 6th is when we need to have our head count. So we can get Damon the count for food and supplies and sort of just coordinate vehicles and such. We hope to be back at the Spring Mills Walmart by 4:30 that day. And of course, you know, if there's a couple that need to leave early that, you know, need to go in a vehicle back to Spring Mills sooner than that, I'm sure we can coordinate that too. So don't let time stand in your way. If we need to make arrangements, we'll make sure we get you back to where you need to go. Any questions on Red Day? Brandy's in a closing, so I'm sure she'd love to chime in. Her mind is probably.
Here.
Hey, do you have anything you want to add?
Just that we have an exact head count if there's if any extra family members are coming.
Yep. Perfect.
Is there anything you need me to add?
Nope.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure I did it the justice it deserves, so.
You did good.
I'm good. It's a great organization. It really is. All right, it's time for some accolades. We're going to talk about our March top producers. Her first closing at 771 Rolling Lane. Congratulations, Miss Christine Rocio. Rocio got her first listing at 864 Buchanan Valley Road. We have a couple cappers. Patricia, Stacy Nykirk, and Lana. Congratulations. What's the significance behind this? 100% commission. How long are they going to get it?
Anniversary.
For the rest of their anniversary year. How many deals do we want them to do at 100%?
As many
As many as they can. That's right. That's right. Hey, top producer. Woo! Top producer was Miss Brandy Barrett at 1.5 in volume, 4 units, and just welcomed her first grand baby. Baby Delilah was born on April Fool's Day. And we just want to congratulate her and her whole family on that. That's really exciting. So let's get up for Brandy.
I capped too. Yay.
Yay. Great job, Brandy.
And she capped. Yep, just recently.
And she just capped too.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is super exciting. Awesome. Hey, top producing team, check this group out. The Nykirk group, 1.4 in volume with 3 units. We have Stacy, Casey, and Gwen, and they are all Nykirks, in case you were wondering. We have mother and daughter, and then nephew. And so congratulations to the Nykirk group. We are super pleased to be in business with you guys. Woo, woo. And then our top producing group, 13 units. Holy cow, 2.2 in volume, the Llewellyn group. Way to go, ladies. I just realized I have your old picture in there. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Please forgive me. That's my bad.
Fabulous.
No,
Trip-
it's missing honey.
Oh, it's yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, Heidi. Training calendar. I know it's hard to read on this screen. We're at the 20th of the month, so you're kind of like, man, April's like done. Like April's almost over. There's nothing going on that I need to worry about. Scratch that, forget that, because there's still stuff going on. Tomorrow, the 21st, we have campaigns training with our MCTT, regional MCTT Jack. And he's going to do a whole campaigns training, and then right after that at 1 o'clock, Lenny's doing a CMA class that you want to be a part of. Like Lenny's CMA classes are, dare I say, legendary. I mean, there's really good stuff in there.
What else is tomorrow, Adrian? The 21st. What
It's Profit Share Day.
Profit share.
I already know how much profit share I got.
How much I get.
Because you can go on your KW app and it's right on your home screen.
And how do you get profit share, Adrian?
You get profit share by bringing like-minded agents into KW, right?
Right.
Yes, yes, yes. So lots of cool things happening tomorrow. Friday at 10 a.m. we have the K-Score Info Hour. If people are saying to you, I'd really like to get into real estate, I want to talk to you about how we can give them free school. And I'm going to expose all things K-Score to you and answer any questions you have about how they get started in free real estate school. At 1 o'clock, Kate's doing Ask Your MCA, DA, and forms. Are you talking about commissions in that too?
All the things.
All the things. Kate will just be there for whatever it is that you need to ask her. 1 o'clock, there's a listing and landing with Scott Roy Marketing. There is at least one, if not two trainings going on every day next week, with the 28th at 8:30 being the Penmar new member orientation. So if you're a new Penmar agent, you definitely want to make sure you are registered and get on that. Any questions on any of that? Maryland contract class is the 26th. Yep. There's so much stuff going on between now and the end of the month.
Is Lenny doing that? Are you doing that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, don't give up now, because there's so much going on. And I know the question everyone's gonna ask, is it Zoom? It's all Zoom, there's always Zoom, Zoom's always available. Will it be recorded? God willing, if we remember to hit the record button, it will be. And the only caveat is we're really going to be pushing that if you are a Zoom participant, we wanna see you. We want your.
I didn't know that. So
It's
I
okay.
didn't have
It's
makeup on or
okay.
anything yesterday. I was
We
like,
don't
I
care
gotta
what
check
you
my
look
phone.
like. We don't care. We don't care.
I said the same thing on our morning calls because everybody was.
When you are someone
Just
that is
get still.
facilitating a meeting, staring at a bunch of black boxes is about as fun as swimming in mud. I mean, there's just not, I want to see faces. We need interaction, we need engagement. So yeah, we're gonna just really start asking that if you're on, and you know, you could be moving around. If you're home and you're doing stuff, that's fine. But we want to see some faces. We don't want to be staring at black
And
boxes.
can I ask that if you are in attendance, if you could mute yourself until you're ready to talk, because again, we record these to give them to other agents in the event that they need them. And sometimes it's hard if you've got the dog barking and the kids hollering. So just to be able to send those out to our agents, we ask that you mute yourself and then of course interact, come off mute when you're ready.
You might as well get used to it because continuing education is going to allow people to do Zoom, but your camera will be on, your phone will be off, and
You'll be engaged.
you will be engaged,
Yep.
because otherwise you will not be counted as present. You will not get continuing education credits for it.
And I've been on a Zoom call where they are talking nonstop on their phone and you can see them.
And they're sleeping.
And Sandy at Penmar said, yep, that person did not get credit that day.
Ah.
So you have to.
Yeah.
We got one tomorrow, Mary, so.
Yeah.
Be ready
We're
to
still waiting
smile.
to find out what the new rules are going to be. The legislation passed. If you were at the Burgers Corner, you found that out.
Yeah, we realize as a leadership team, that's a place that we sort of lacked. You know, how we show up in here is how we show up out there. Are you gonna show up out there, you know, blank faced with, you know, no interaction? No, you guys are all, you know, you know better than that. So we're gonna start asking for a little bit more pretty faces on the screen. Makeup or no makeup, I don't care, we don't care.
We do ask that you have clothes on.
I did have. There was sweat flowing.
Lace from the waist down.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
With proper Zoom attire.
Proper Zoom attire. We probably should have a class on that.
Right.
Yeah. Market statistics. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the market. This is the last 12 months market share for the Tri-County area. When we talk about Tri-County, we're talking Franklin, Berkeley, and Washington County. You can see highest market share, who's doing the most business in those 3 counties. Number 1, Remax Achievers. Number 2, Pearson Smith. Number 3, us. So this is volume. And the next slide will be units. Remax, Pearson Smith.
Oh, we're right there.
Keller Williams. We are
Pass them.
we are right there. We are right there.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Stace.
Who's who?
Right?
Who is that?
Right? Pearson. Who are these?
Love
folks?
it, love it, Stacy.
Yep. We can do this. We can do this. All right, let's look at counties. You'll see, I think I have them in alphabetical order. The county is down at the very bottom. So this is Allegheny. You can see we have days on market, about 48. Average sold price.
Days on market's 48, wow.
Can somebody tell me what that average sold price is?
137.
137.
952.
Median is 129. Current inventory,
It's like 168.
168, yeah. So this is Allegheny. Next up, we have Berkeley. Average sales price, 297. Current days on market, 20.
That's really surprising.
Yeah.
Well, it can be skewed too, if like you're counting all the way from like 10,000 to like 700,000-800,000, it might throw off all the numbers. Yeah.
Inventory, 345.
Angles kind of hard to say.
So Berkeley County, they usually, historically, they've had recently the highest sales price. We'll see. Average sales price for Franklin County, 247. Days on market, 27. Current inventory, 125. I mean, you know, Franklin is where I live, and I can tell you, we've been considering putting our house on the market, but I've been watching Chambersburg. There's nothing coming on the market. It's crazy. Garrett County, how are Garrett County folks doing? 602.
Nice.
For a sale, average sales price, days on market 61. 137 current inventory, not too shabby. And we got Lana and Larry up there representing very well. Yes, they are. And then last but not least, we have Washington County. They're running 28 days on market. Oh, 304.
304, yeah.
That's a big jump.
236 on the market.
That's a big jump.
That seems like a lot of days on the market.
That does seem like a lot of days. I mean, typically.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but there's a lot more property. Right now, there's a lot more properties that are gonna start sitting longer and have been starting, and now the interest rates are gonna be going up. They're gonna start sitting longer because buyers are not.
Yep. We're already seeing
They're
it.
not qualifying. They're already out of the market. They can't qualify.
Sounds like the market shifted, yeah.
Market is
What?
shifting.
Ever hear a book called The Shift?
The Shift, yeah, right.
Whoa.
We'll be hitting that hard.
Crazy.
Oh, shit.
You actually put this honors that way. No, that's a real picture.
That's a real picture.
Oh my gosh.
You can't talk without those glasses. Where are they
There's
at? I need
like
those
that.
glasses.
You have to ask him. I don't know all, I don't have all the details.
Where are they at?
No, we went to the Elton John concert last
How cool is
year. And
that?
somehow I got suckered into putting those on and
You
got a
loved every
picture.
minute.
I love it.
All right. Hey, that's what they opened up with. They opened up with Lenny and the Jets. It was.
Lenny
He
and
did
the
it just for me.
Jets.
All right, so first off, as everybody knows, and I've been preaching it, complaints are up.
Why are complaints up?
Complaints are up because there's
Complaints from consumers or?
from everybody. The complaints are up for everybody. I mean, the complaints are up to the real
There's
estate
so much
commission.
pressure out
The
there.
complaints are up to the real estate commission to, about from consumers, from sellers, the whole gamut. We as agents have a role to play in everything that transpires in a transaction. Now, there's some agents that believe we shouldn't show up at the home inspections because it's for the buyer, and if you find something out, you might be culpable. Okay, so it doesn't. You're going to be culpable no matter what.
You get the report.
You're going to get the report. Okay. If a big thing is if funds have been held in escrow, pay somebody, make sure the job's done the way that it should have been done. Go there. That's all the person wants. They want to be heard. They want to make sure that you're hearing it, you're representing them. Go there. If you have people that are just doing whatever to get their offer accepted, and then they turn around later and either regret it or after it settles, then they discover there's problems and they're calling to complain because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. They're all complaints. They're all valid complaints. We got to be more engaged with our clients to understand what those complaints are. Don't just fluff them off because they feel like they're the ones that are being guilty. As we all know, the commission lawsuit is still going on. Everybody thinks you make too much money, so they're going to come after you and your money. They want you to pay for this. They want you to pay for that. They want you. And if you don't, they want the company to. And if the company don't, they're going to go to court.
Yeah, and I just had one the other day. We did a home inspection on it. Great agent. I mean, on the ball. The guy knows what he's doing. He's been in the industry for 30 years. Cares for his client. 3 times in the report, it says, you got roof issues. Yeah, but your inspector didn't walk on the roof. Yeah, he didn't have to. He could see these issues from there. Well, the sheathing was all, yeah, it says in the report, the sheathing's jacked up in this area. It's jacked up, but recommend roofing contractor 3 times. And I reviewed this with the client on the telephone, and they kept questioning it. Yeah, but just help me understand, what else should we have written in this report to bring your attention to these roof issues? And then it's our agent's fault because he didn't point it out clearly in your report. And it wasn't on the summary page of your report. Well, let's go to the summary page of the report, take a look. It's right there on the summary page, 3 times to recommend a roofer for these 3 different issues. Well, then our agent should have been stronger with us in pointing that stuff out. And I was like, all I can say is you got a very good agent. And I can tell you from years of experience of dealing with him, he's a quality person that's looking out for your best interests. There's nothing else I can say. But I heard from him later that day, and they came back at him. They're going after him.
Yeah.
It is in the report. I mean, it's very clear. They got no leg to stand on whatsoever.
Yeah.
And in a lot of these situations, that is the case. And that's why, we make sure that we do our documentation correctly. We have everything that we need, that we can support what we have done, that, hey, what else could we have done? It's not between us, and just so everybody knows that once the transaction is over, it's not really on us to correct anything. It's between the buyer and the seller at that point, or if they hired a contractor, it's between that buyer and that contractor. It's really doesn't have anything to do with us, but guess what? They're going to drag us back into it somehow.
Blends back to that higher level of communication that we don't normally have to do.
And
It's
with
pressure situation.
with things being as crazy as they are right now and people waiving inspections, you know, I require, if they're waiving, even if it says they're waiving inspections in the contract, I require the as-is addendum be signed saying that they did not want inspection, because they're taking that property as is. And, you know, there's a lot of documents that I require that I get a lot of feedback from, you know, that didn't do it this way here, didn't do it that way there. I don't care. This is the way we do it here. I'm not saying that to be heartless. I'm saying that to protect ourselves. Because that's what I have to worry about. I got to worry about what's happening now and what's being written now, not what was already written years ago.
You're finding with clients, like they'll say, I don't want an inspection, and then like they'll come back
And
and
then
say.
they want every single
"Well,
inspection.
Yeah, but they're like, well, you didn't tell me that there was a leak X, you know, but they need to understand, and you gotta make sure you're reiterating, I am not an inspector, I am not a contractor, I'm not an attorney.
Exactly.
They
Your-
think
your-
you could
your-
be everything.
Your primary role as a real estate agent is to fill in the blanks properly. So you need to know what you're reading and what you're filling in those blanks. Getting them into the house and looking at it. You're gonna look at the house differently than the way they look at the house. They're looking to see where they can put the couch. You should be looking for what would be a material defect. Because a material defect is gonna stick out. You're gonna see it. It's commonly seen. You know, we had a good Broker's Corner. For anybody that missed it, I think it was recorded. Everybody should watch that. Because it went over some of the legislation that was passed and coming to be in Maryland. Also, West Virginia has passed some legislation that is going to be coming up. I'm trying to get more information on that. One of the pieces of legislation in West Virginia is being able to pay an LLC as a real estate agent. That was tabled. They're not even going to make a decision on it. So it never made it out of committee.
Hey, but good news on Maryland.
Yeah, I saw that.
DAs are probably coming back.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, we went over that in the broker.
For
We
anyone
didn't
who
go over
wasn't
the West.
there, this is a
We
big
didn't,
thing
we
for
didn't
me.
go over the West Virginia in Broker's Corner.
Pay the people.
Yeah. So I think it's important that everybody know, even though you weren't at the Broker's Corner, I'll give you this tidbit. The local boards are no longer going to be hearing complaints. They're switching it to a state board, which means there's probably going to be more disciplinary actions, because not all the agents are going to know the other agents that are involved. You know, Washington, if it's a Washington County agent, they're not going to be heard by anybody in Washington County. They're going to be heard by other people in the rest of the state.
Will they have a bigger board then for reviewing it? Because that's a lot of little ones and throwing it all into one central spot. You think there might be a backup on, you know? like-
All they
Yeah,
said
right.
is that there will be a statewide professional standards board, and they will be taking care of all the complaints that come in.
What do you think the ramifications of that are?
I think we're going to see more agents penalized for doing things that they shouldn't be doing. So, you know, you guys are going to need to make sure that you're dotting your I's, crossing your T's, watching your P's and Q's in every aspect. And then on a lighter note, everybody's doing a really good, you know, everyone's doing a fairly good job with what you're doing. You know, if you have questions, let me know. I don't always know the answers. I will contact legal hotlines if I need to get those answers. You may have done things differently elsewhere, and I do them differently here. You got to do it my way. Sorry.
Or the highway, right, Benny?
Well, I'm not going to say it's the highway, just get used to doing it my way and we'll get along.
Well, it does just reduce the amount of traffic you're gonna get on your
Yeah.
part, which is, someone wants to increase the amount of traffic.
Well, everyone's doing really good, keep it up. We know what our challenges are. We are working on some of those challenges. I know there's challenges with the checklist and we're working on those. It's all a work in progress. It takes time and I don't always have the amount of time that I need to focus on getting those things done. But I do try to focus on making sure the paperwork is correct for audit purposes and in case we have to go to court.
And Lenny will be handling all compliance for all states at this point.
Virginia too?
Not yet,
Not yet? Okay.
not yet.
And I'm gonna say, we're kind of throwing the idea, we may bring burger hours in to play. So
Yeah.
we don't know what they are yet, but it will be specific hours. If you have questions, emails, whatever, that will be his time to reply, to answer and things like that.
Oh, you mean like time lock?
Little time
Yes.
locking.
Yeah, time lock. Imagine that.
Well, I kind of am all over the place.
Time locking
Yeah,
for the
so we need
bunker.
to establish a certain time.
I love it. I love it, Shelley.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
You guys should have all gotten your West Virginia renewals in the mail. West Virginia, one of the big things that they're hitting this year is if you don't renew your license at least 15 days before the expiration date, you probably will not have a renewed license until after the date, which means we all get fined. Because they're short staffed. They've already put that notice out.
So May 1st.
Yes.
May 1st.
Do it today.
Do it as soon as you can.
There, if somebody needs West Virginia Continuing Ed, I did see the Steve Pennington, where did you, I can't remember what the company is, but it's a 7-hour Zoom class. you can take.
If you
Yeah.
just do Steve Pennington, he'll.
Yeah, I have an email that just came through.
Yeah, I was-
Yeah.
Pennsylvania renewals are also due.
They
So
expire
make sure you
May
have,
31st. Now, we can't renew it until yours is renewed.
I'm working on it.
Yeah,
Somebody told me you are Irish so much alike when it comes to getting your
I'm working on it.
That's the nature, that's the nature of being an agent, I think.
I know, I'm with you.
It's
bud.
part of being the agent, it's part of being a broker, it's part of, trying to do it all.
That's right.
If it's in West Virginia, like I got a class 7 credits online,
Yeah.
but it's not Zoom, it's you do it at your own pace and.
So through the CE shop. Yeah.
Right, so you don't have to, I mean, when you were saying they have seen.
No,
No, not in that instance. There's courses, what I'm talking about, and that's only Maryland that did that so far.
The Zoom.
Yes.
Anything else we need to know?
No, I think that should cover it.
Okay.
Thank you, Lenny.
Thank you, Lenny. Let's give Lenny a hand. Somebody some love.
You can send all the certificates for West Virginia into the office. Well, you should always send all your certificates into the office, so we have a copy of them. That way, if we get audited, we can just send everything right away.
Awesome. So let's talk a little bit about numbers. This is the region. Maryland, DC region, 19 offices combined. What colors do we want to see?
Green, not me.
What colors don't we see?
No, not green.
No green.
All pink. All pink. What's that mean?
Oh, we're down.
We got some work to do, right?
Opportunity.
Opportunity. Listings taken down 8% month over month, 11% year to date. Closed volume down 3%. So this is the region, Maryland, DC region.
There we go.
That's a little better.
Yay.
Yeah.
Keller Williams Premier Realty, Market Center number 864 showing up. So closed units are down just slightly.
But we're up 2% month over month,
Wow.
but down year to date. Yeah. Look at that difference in sales.
Look at the listing, so.
Shouldn't that, is that 51%?
That should be
Green.
that should be
Or is it down 54?
No.
Must be great.
It should be great.
It should be good.
It should be
Okay.
great.
Hey, that's good, because that's our future money.
That's our lead indicator, right? That's our lead indicator. So one thing I want to draw your attention to are the yellow highlights over here. If it's highlighted in yellow, that means it's our best March ever. What do you see there?
Yeah, very good.
Our
Right?
agents were up 40%, a 40% raise for that.
Right?
Nice. Closed GCI.
Yeah, so way to go, March. The numbers are all looking very, very good. And I mean, even year to date,
They're still very, very
we're
good.
still having a really good, that would have been our first quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, January, February, March, yeah. So quarter one is looking quite well for KWPR, so keep it up. I don't know, okay. We have a new director for KW Military, Levi Rogers.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Family reunion is, the recordings are gonna be done soon. You can go to Outfront. Outfront has an article on Levi Rogers. This is the new director for KW Military, and he is going to do phenomenal things for that division of KW. If you are military or prior military, here's a little video on how to make sure you have your affiliation. There you go. So we did put a big push a couple of weeks or a couple of months ago on if you are military. I think we tried to reach out to everybody and get your affiliation updated in command. If you haven't yet done that and you need help, let us know and we can help you get that on your command profile. How many of you were at Work Harder, Not Smarter with Kate and I? Gail was there. Gail, did you learn anything there?
Yes, I did.
You did. So one of the things that we talked about at Work Harder, Not Smarter was color mortgage.
Smarter, not smarter.
Smarter, not harder. Was color mortgage.
That must be the dyslexia.
Really hard.
Overworked. So we went over Keller Mortgage. If you don't know this, you all have your own individual Keller Mortgage portal that you can log into with your KW credentials. And there is lots of things in there, marketing pieces, all the contact information for the different state representatives, loan officers that Keller Mortgage provides to us. They have opportunities for you to send out, just sort of like Fox Mountain does, just like your smart plans do. They have opportunities for you to reach out, text talking points, social posts, call talking points. So check out Keller Mortgage. If you go to kellermortgage.com, you'll see where you can log in with your credentials, and Kate knows lots about that. Mega Agent Camp is coming up August 23rd to 24th. That sounds so far away, but it's not. Like, we're gonna blink and it's gonna be here. They're doing early bird pricing right now for tickets. Susie, where does Mega Agent Camp happen?
Austin.
Austin.
In person.
In person. Who wants to go to Texas?
Nope. No, Lori would.
I was just there. I'll go back.
Look, Lori will go back, right?
Especially not in August.
We just got back from Texas and there was a tornado. They said go in the basement. I am done.
Poor Kate. She's home for a
Because
while.
of PTSD.
We'll be hearing lots about mega agent camp coming up. They'll be doing big pushes for that. Who wants to be an MREA, millionaire real estate agent? Here's a little quiz. Little quiz.
The rule of time blocking.
What's
3
the
hours a
rule
day.
of time blocking?
3
If
hours a
it's
day.
not on your calendar, it doesn't exist.
That's one. That's not it.
Start with your family.
What if I put this up?
If you
If you
remove it, you must
replace
replace it.
Say it again.
You remove
If
it,
you
you
erase
erase
it,
it.
must
Oh, right, you
replace it.
erase it, you must replace it.
Ding, ding, ding. If you erase it, you must replace it.
Yep.
So doctor's appointment comes up, you gotta move lead gen for the day,
But in the afternoon.
put it in the afternoon. You gotta get it in there somewhere. April social content calendar, there is all kinds of stuff. Of course, by the time we do our team meeting in the middle of the
We
month,
still got Earth Day.
we've already missed a lot of opportunities, but Earth Day is coming up, Friday, is it Friday? Yeah, the 22nd, I think. So, and you know, you can always go into designs, always, there is, relevant stuff in here that you guys can throw out on Facebook, you can put in your smart plans, in your campaigns, you can use these wherever you'd like to use them. TCPA, what's this mean?
Do not call this.
Do not call list, who don't we call?
Those that are on the do not call list.
Yeah. Susie. Susie.
Well. This is a really exciting comment, and it's a really sad comment all at the same time. So it's bittersweet. You know, inside of Keller Williams, we're all about growth and different opportunities, and inside of KW, there are the opportunities are vast, right? And so one of our own has taken advantage of a wonderful growth opportunity for her. And as a result, will be leaving our market center and moving to the Carlisle Market Center. So we are going to be saying, see you later to Adrian next Friday, the 29th. That'll be her last day at our market center, but she's still in KW. She still bleeds red, and we're always going to be in touch with you. And we're so grateful and thankful for all that you've done for us for these last 2.5 years. It's been an amazing ride and an awesome journey. So we're excited for you, but we're sad. And we are going to be doing a happy hour next Friday. So make sure to mark the calendar.
Are we?
Save the date, and we will send her to Carlisle. And she's going to be an assistant market center administrator. So she's going to be an assistant Kate in Carlisle. So again, a phenomenal opportunity. Her KPA, it matches that job description, and it's just a really cool opportunity. It sucks, but it's a really good opportunity. So on behalf of us, we're gonna watch you grow. We're gonna watch you grow. And inside, so the hydrangea you can plant in your yard, and that'll always remind you that you bleed red from Keller Williams Premier Realty.
Hydrangeas are my favorite.
Yeah.
They are my favorite. Yeah, so I heard Susie say in our leadership meeting this morning, just, you know, how KW, you know, people, it's so like cliche-ish, like, oh, KW changed my life. Oh, KW changed my life. And we hear people say it, but like, KW changed my life. You know, like it totally opened up a world that of opportunities that I didn't.
I know. I agree.
So I just like, I totally thank all of you for just welcoming me into this family and encouraging me and helping me find like a path that I didn't even know I was looking for.
It's been a great journey. So we're gonna drink next Friday. Make sure you save the date. We'll get that sent out to you. But thank you,
Thank
sister.
you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Questions, concerns?
Oh, I got a couple nuggets that I want to throw out there for everybody.
Hey.
So I know some people are looking for like some opportunities to lead generate. And my niece is the director at the Antietam Humane Society. And on May the 12th, they're having, not May the 12th. Wait a minute. I'm looking for it.
21st. He has 3,000 emails to get through.
Shelley, can you help me?
Shelley's working on
Right.
Shelley, what I did when I first started with Mary, I hit them all and I made a folder called Archived Old. And so all of them just kind of went there and then I started fresh.
Well, I've already
So
set up
you
a
can
new
still
archive
find-
email account. So
It's May, okay, so it's Sunday, May the 15th, from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. It's the second annual Palooza. And it is going to be at, I got the flyer here. It's gonna be in Greencastle somewhere. It's gonna be a food truck.
Shelley can do.
If you want to go to it, you can attend it. You can take your pets if you like. They have dogs. They're gonna have vendors. They're actually looking for vendors to set up. So if you want to take your business cards and all that stuff, I've got the registration form that you can register and become a vendor for the event.
Is there a cost?
She sent this to me today. There is a cost. It's $25.
Okay.
That's pretty cheap.
Yeah, and then adopt a pet.
And you know, you can take dog food, cat food, stuff like that if you want to. You can talk to your past clients and have them stop up and donate. You can, April or May the 15th. But I'll make sure everybody gets a copy of the flyer.
If you can't serve on Red Day, but you do want to serve, it sounds like that would be a great substitute, a great alternative, yeah.
Yeah.
There is also a career day here at the mall on May 6th. That would be a really great time to just walk around, meet people, pass out your card, start some conversation. We'll have a little booth out there, attracting new agents and all of that stuff. But it'll be a really good time because, again, the mall publicizes this, right? So it's not something you're putting on. Just take advantage and go in there and meet people.
Super.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
We sure can. We got you, Larry.
I have an announcement. I sent some information out to Kate and Adrian. There's a fundraiser for the Western Maryland Food Bank. It's a cooking competition. It's called the Chefs of Steel. You get a chance to come watch the old Gray Fart show off. But it's some culinary students about to graduate, take on working chefs in an open kitchen. So for your $30 donation, you get a buffet and appetizers and desserts and help feed hungry kids. So
Larry, I didn't get that flyer.
May 2nd in Cumberland.
If you want to email it to Kate or I, will get it out for you.
I'll send an email out, yeah.
Perfect. All right,
So-
anybody else?
No, that's it.
All right. Make it a great day. Bye-bye.
We're looking for a new sales and marketing person. If you have a relative friend or professional